I'll tell you what's the worst part about television is the programming, the philosophy, okay? I mean, the manipulating of your mind, the philosophy, the mentality, the system of thinking, the ideology. That's what's wrong with television. That's what's wrong with movies. That's where they're really getting in your head. Take, for example, Walt Disney, right? And many people that will preach against the TV, they'll preach against the movies, they'll preach against Hollywood because it's obvious that stuff is bad. But then they'll say, well, we watch Disney movies. And I've been to the home of preachers and Christians who would never watch TV or the movies, but yet they have the whole library of the Walt Disney movies. You know those white plastic cases? And they have them all lined up. And I mean, they have tons of them lined up. Scores. I don't know how many there are, but there's hundreds of them. They have them lined up and lined up. And they have their kids watching those movies all day long. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to prove to you right now that those movies are wicked. You say, what? Disney movies? Come on. You're crazy. They're rated G. Well, let's see. First of all, did you know this? Did you know that Disney movies are filled with subliminal messages? Subliminal messages. Now, what are we talking about tonight? Sorcery. What are we talking about tonight? Getting inside your mind and messing with you. Controlling your thought process by supernatural means or demonic means. Or hey, I'm going to tell you something. Disney movies are filled with subliminal messages. And you say, oh, that's a hoax. I've seen it with my own eyes. When I was a teenager, I had a friend of mine sit me down at his house and show me the subliminal messages in the Disney movies. They're filled with subliminal messages. Let me give you some examples. The Lion King, filled with subliminal messages. Okay, all throughout the movie, there are pornographic pictures hidden in the movie. Like you'll be watching the movie and just for a few seconds, something filthy will come on. Like off to the side, there'll be some kind of a, reproductive anatomy will pop up, over here. And then over here, there's this one point where the lion, he kind of goes like this. And a cloud of dust comes up and just spells the word sex. And the word sex is put in the Lion King movie subliminally, literally hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. The shapes on the screen will spell the word. And I've seen it. I mean, I had my friend sit me down at his house and pausing the movie, showing me the word sex popping up on the screen at different times because he knew where they were. And he would show me these things. Another one, and they all are filled with it. Aladdin is another one. In the movie Aladdin, there's a part in the movie where the guy, what's his name, Aladdin? There's a point in the movie where he tells Jasmine to take all her clothes off. But you don't even know it unless you know it's there. You listen to it, and he mumbles it kind of under his breath.
Leave me alone.
Down. So how's our little Bo doing? Come on, good. Can you just take off? So how's our little Bo doing? Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on, good. Can you just take off?
And I mean, once you know it's there, you hear it just as clear as day. But you didn't know that it was there, you wouldn't hear it. And The Little Mermaid has a filthy picture drawn in the cover on the front of The Little Mermaid. And nobody would realize it until somebody shows you and says, look at this. And you look at it, whoa! And all throughout the movie there are scenes, I'm not even going to describe some of the scenes in The Little Mermaid where subliminal messages are coming on the screen. The other movie, Beauty and the Beast. There, a nude woman pops up a few times in the background of Beauty and the Beast. Filled with subliminal messages. Your kids are watching it and their mind is maybe not even seeing it, but it's going into their subconscious. Words flashing on the screen. Over and over, sex, nudity, filth, all the smut is just coming on the screen. Oh, those movies are harmless. They're filled with subliminal messages. Who knows what your kids are being programmed? Oh, but you know what? I'm sure that it's only just the Disney movies. I'll guarantee you it's the rest of Hollywood probably doing the same thing. And these Disney movies, at first when I was a teenager and somebody showed me this, I thought it was just a couple movies, a couple scenes, but as time has gone on, I've realized that virtually every Disney movie is packed with hundreds of subliminal messages to program the minds of your children. Okay, but then forget the subliminal message. Just the message of the Disney movies is perverted. Even if you just forget the subliminal message. I mean, forget what movies did we bring up? The Little Mermaid. You know, a half animal, half human being. And that's perverted in and of itself. All throughout the Bible, every false god is a half animal, half human being. They're constantly merging of animals and human beings. It's paganism. It's wicked. And yet every Disney movie is pretty much based on the merging of a human being with an animal. It's described in the Bible. And the movie The Little Mermaid, you know, she's topless the whole time, right? She's just wearing like a bikini top. How is that? Is that how you want your daughter to dress? Is that, oh, but there's no cussing, there's no nudity. Do you want your daughter going around in a bikini top? Is that modest apparel? Is that what Jesus Christ would have you to wear, ladies? No. The movie's filled with Satanism, witchcraft. There's some, what is it, Ursula, some witch that's casting spells and using sorcery and demonism. Oh, pretty innocent, right? All of them are filled with it. In the movie Beauty and the Beast, the whole first half of the movie is these prostitutes in the town that are dressed just half naked, dancing around, you know, admiring this guy, the big, strong, handsome guy. But all these girls are dressed indecently. They're obscene in their gestures, subliminal messages, and then the whole movie is basically just exalting a certain physical standard of appearance. Beauty and the Beast is a movie about a woman who falls in love with an animal. And in the movie they keep acting like, well, he's just ugly. He's not ugly, he's an animal. But there's a difference between being ugly and being a beast, being an animal. And if you've seen the cartoon, it's an animal. It's like a dog. It's like a big dog man or something. I mean, it's clearly an animal, and yet she falls in love with him while he's an animal. You know, only when she kisses an animal does he become a human being. Oh, wow. And you say, well, what's wrong with that? Read the Bible sometime.
Brothers and sisters, I pray that this video clearly showed you what is going on in the Disney films. Now, this world says that Disney is innocent and family friendly, and a lot of people don't understand the deeper occult and satanic message behind Disney. My family was buying Disney products for my daughter, and she's 1 year old, so this is just something that they figured they were supposed to do. Disney goes to kids. But I want to tell you that as for me and my house, we are going to serve the Lord. I know what Disney is doing. I know the message behind it. And I am going to make a stand for righteousness and holiness in these last days. Now, this is going to be unpopular. This is not going to be something that people are going to understand. So I pray that this video is a resource you can use to explain to people what's going on. Walt Disney was a 33rd degree Mason. And if you know about Masonry, it is about the occult. It is about secret knowledge. And Disney wanted to bring this secret knowledge to the rest of the world. He wanted to make magic a staple in people's lives. And if we even look at the Walt Disney logo, you can see that it is in it hidden the mark of the beast. And you may say that this is a stretch, like, that's Walt Disney's signature. That is not Walt Disney's signature. And if he is not putting the mark of the beast in there, why is on Disney stores the Mickey Mouse head made up of the same numbers? You see, in Masonry, they believe in hiding their esoteric meetings all around us, so they are externalizing their secret knowledge to us in a hidden way. That is why they have the Club 33. It is showing people and giving a head nod to Disney's level in the Masonic order. Now, we can even see in his cartoons, we see in Dumbo, it shows these Masonic pyramids, the satanic serpent, the all-seeing eye. And this comes after Dumbo and the mouse drink alcohol. This is not something that children should be being exposed to. And if you even go to the Disney stars like Miley Cyrus, they take in these young girls and boys and put on a cute image so that it gets underneath the parents' radar with Hannah Montana and the different shows that she was in before. And then as she gets older, she is corrupted and it goes into the sex slave and party girl type of image in a dragnet plot to get kids who were into Miley Cyrus when they were younger to be into this same exact stuff. They did this with Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and many others. And if you even look at the Disney theme parks, they are now preparing people for the mark of the beast with their new Disney bands, where you will use this to get into the park and get all sorts of benefits that way. And also you'll be using it to buy things and get into your room. This is preparation for the beast system, where everyone will have the mark of the beast, which they will use to buy, sell, and trade. This is like massaging this type of system into your brain. Satan is a deceiver, and he's not going to come right out and say, look, I'm the Antichrist. No, he's going to use messaging through the idols of this age. He is using all the stars in Hollywood, all the people of this world. God says in his word that whatever is highly esteemed among men is an abomination to him, and Disney is one of the highest esteemed things of this world, fallen system. And when we look at it, even beyond all the satanic subliminals that we see in the cartoons and the shows, if you just look at the amount of magic and sorcery that Disney has, you should be able to see that in God's word, magic is an abomination. Sorcerers are an abomination. Jesus told us to not be conformed to the image of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Disney programming on television is conforming our children to the image of this world, and they are not being transformed by the renewing of their minds in God's word. Jesus told us, love not the world, nor the things in the world, for if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. People have an unhealthy love for Disney, and it is showing itself in our society by the love of sorcery, witchcraft, fantasy, and fables, which God's word tells us that people will be turned towards instead of true teaching of his word in the last days. Brothers and sisters, I pray that this was an eye-opener and that you have more understanding into this satanic system that is trying to claim our children and also desensitize us as parents to wickedness. We should raise our children up in the way that they should go. Disney is not the way that children of God should go. It is the reason why many children are fleeing from the house of God in this hour, because they've been turned over to a perverse mind through the programming of Disney. So I pray that this was a great resource and help to you all. And the majority of my new content right now is being posted over at Puritan Pictures too. The link's in the top right hand corner and in the description. So if you're able to, go over and check that out. We're also going to be having live Bible studies each week. As it says in Hebrews, let us not forsake the fellowshipping together with the brethren, especially as we see the day drawing near. So I hope to see you guys over there soon. God bless and be well in the Lord.